Oh, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever applies. Today we're going to be playing some more Final Fantasy XIV. So we're going to get straight on. We have a lot to do today. So let's go. So I need to do the plan for the stream. I need to do the 89 melee DPS role quest. I need to do the level 90 melee DPS role quest, unlock Sage. Maybe do the level 70 Sage role quest. And then start leveling Sage. Because I need to get it to 87, nearly 88, so I can carry on the story. So like I said, we have a lot to do today. Alright, so let's not delay at all. We're going to go straight to Limsa Laminza. And we're going to start recording the 89 quest. Then, given that I'm about to hit 90, hopefully this 89 quest will get me to level 90. I purposely left it like a sliver before 90 for that reason. Is there any gear for me to have? Alright, let's not delay. We get these two quests done and then we can unlock Sage. So, recording in... Go to the right tab. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing the level 89 melee DPS role quest in Final Fantasy XIV. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So, we are here in Upper Limsa Laminza at 1212, just outside the Maelstrom command. And we need to speak to the Maelstrom Secretary. So the quest is called Out of the Shadows. The Secretary's resigned expression speaks volumes. Mithrie, I wish I had better news for you, but the blasphemy continues to elude us. So can you hear me, Commander? This is Whiskate. I have an idea how we might take down the blasphemy. Meet me in Costa del Sol as soon as you are able. Well, that sounds promising. I'll tell the Admiral that you'll be away for a bit. Godspeed, and stay safe out there. Okay, so we need to teleport straight to Costa del Sol. So, let's go. Okay, stop recording. Part 1. I'm sort of motivated to get this done as quickly as possible because... we're getting closer and closer to the February rush in terms of other games. Like, soon we have Uncharted, and then we have Dying Light 2, and so on. And I'm still on the fence about whether I'm going to play Elden Ring or not. We'll see. Probably not, but we will see. And then there's Horizon Forbidden West. There is a lot of other games to play, so I would like to get as much done in 14 as possible. Alright, let's carry on. So, recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we made it to Costa del Sol. Let's talk to him. So, apologies for having you come all this way, Mithrie. Ever since our encounter with the blasphemy, I've been racking my brain to find a way of dealing with its debilitating attack. Sadly, I've come up empty-handed, and my companions fare no better. That's when I started thinking, if only our finest was still with us. He always had a knack for noticing what the rest of us missed. His eyes were so sharp, he could spot a foe's weakness with a single glance. It's thanks to him that we were able to slay both Leviathan and Titan, and live to tell the tale. The rub is, well, he's a bit eccentric. And yes, I know that you could say that about all company members. But unlike us, he prefers to work from the shadows. Truth be told, I've not seen him since the day we disbanded. I doubt he'd help his old comrades, even if we asked. But an order from the company's acting commander would be a different story. In our heyday, we had a way of reaching him. Whistle at the forked road, and sooner or later he'd show himself. It didn't matter when, winter or summer, in broad sunlight or the dead of night. He'd always be watching from afar. With any luck, he still is now. But I've rambled on enough. Go on now. This may be our best and only hope. Okay. So we have to whistle at the fork in the road. So, let's go. Okay, stop recording. Part 2. It's only in Final Fantasy XIV where I record a lot. Like, for the other games I play, is literally just the recording of the stream itself is the recording. I don't have to make separate things, unless specifically I want to make guides. Thanks for all the follows, guys. I appreciate you. So, alright. Let's carry on. So, recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we made it. So, let's examine. Here I was enjoying my retirement. Why do you have to go and bloody whistle? Call me Lorenz. I'm the company's resident sharpshooter. At least I was in my day. No need to tell me who you are. I've been watching you for quite some time. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm just curious how my former mates are faring. Not as curious as folks were about me, though. First Whiskey, then old Mistbeard himself. Ha. As if those codgers could ever catch me. And now yours year's storied hero summoned me forth. No need to say why. You're going to ask me to help you take down the blasphemy. I'm not asking you, I'm ordering you. Have you forgotten the duty of the strong? Never could refuse whenever someone trotted out those acne words. So tell me, Acting Commander, what specific duty would you task me with? I trust you do have a plan. So you need a way to neutralize the beast's most potent attack. I can tell you like getting up close and personal with your foes. So you'll be needing support from a distance. Who do you suppose might be best suited to that role? You. I'm right. My eyes are amongst the keenest in the realm, and as you've doubtless heard from Whiskey, in pure marksmanship, none in limbs are the Admiral's equal. Yeah, Marlib is ill-suited for a supporting role. Not for lack of skill, of course, but rather, come to think of it, there's something you should know. Follow me. Okay, so we have to follow Lorenz. So let's catch up to him. Okay, stop recording. Part 3. Now, not everyone reads out the quests and so on, watches the cutscenes. So hopefully my channel will be like a useful, extensive library of all the class quests, in case you missed them. Oh yeah, I can fly. Went the wrong way, I guess. Where is he? He must be at the top of this cliff or something. Oh, there he is. Alright. Let's record again. So recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we caught up with Lorenz, so let's talk to him. So, quite the view, wouldn't you say? I often come here to admire the sea. If you would, indulge me for a moment, and I'll spin you a yarn. Just try not to doze off. Back in piracy's golden age, the League of Lost Bastards ruled the Rotano. I was one of them, as was Marlib. We were led by none other than her old man, Bofis Blusfind, the most feared captain on the high seas. Feared by his enemies, that is. Stern and unforgiving though he was, he took me under his wing and showed me the ropes. Aye, he was like a father to me, to us all, till that fateful day. Was in the year 1562 of the Sixth Astral Era. Lemizan merchantmen were struggling with nigh constant raids by the Sahagin. Around this time, Bluefish had yielded the day-to-day leadership of the bastards to Marlib, his pride and joy. She was still growing into the role, though everyone knew the old captain was still calling the shots. Old Blowfish had his noble streak, he did. Ordered us to defend the traders from the fishbacks. Malik led the effort, and we fought day after day to keep the seas safe. The fighting was fierce, but we always came out in one piece, until we didn't. Until after a skirmish, a Sahagin survivor, with his last breath, summoned forth the Lord of the World. The great beast toppled our mast and cracked the keel like an egg. We clambered aboard the merchantman as our own ship sank. Naught to do but to wait for the end. But then comes Blowfish and his bleeding flotilla out of nowhere to pull us out of the fire, and he did. But the League of Lost Bastards would never be the same again, for even though we escaped with our lives, we soon discovered that Captain Blowfish, our iron-willed, unwavering leader, had fallen under Leviathan's thrall. Of course, in those days, we didn't know much about drowning or tempering. I didn't know what to make of our captain as he grew more haggard by the day, his words devolving into crazed rambling. And one day he vanishes, taking off with half of our men. Not long after, a band of pirates calling themselves the Serpent Reavers began taking prizes in the Indigo Deep alongside the Sahagin. At their helm was none other than Captain Blowfish, who cast his lot with the fishbacks. Molib knew that what had to be done, and to her credit, she didn't shirk from the deed. She acted quickly, sneaking off under cover of night with a skeleton crew without so much as telling me. Of course, that didn't stop me from stowing myself in the cargo hold and joining her on the voyage. She was not too happy to see me at first, wanted to leave me out of it, she said. But seeing as I made myself known when she was struggling to fend off a horde of reavers and fishbacks, it wasn't hard to win her over. Her twin muskets felling one after the next, as my sharpshooting kept her safe from afar. We cut a path to the centre of the isle. It was there that we found Blowfish, or rather the miserable wretch he'd been reduced to. All bones with skin shriveled and a tangled mat of white hair, eyes blooded from his head like a fish as he prayed to the Lord of the World. So Marlib challenged him to a duel, and dim memory must have flickered in his drowned mind, for he accepted. And so, with only me there to witness it, Marlib ended her father's life. The League of Lost Bastards would have lived up to its name if it weren't for Marlib. She assumed full command and restored us to our former glory. Not long after, she triumphed in the Trident and was named Chief Admiral of Lim Solominza. I often think back upon that day, seeing her charge into battle, muskets blazing. Might seem reckless to some, but that's how Captain Blowfish taught her, and she knows no other way. That's why I made it my job to support her from the shadows, and it's a role in which I'll happily serve again. I owe that much to her old man. My only doubt was whether you, my friend, were worthy of commanding me, but watching you from afar has answered that question. I tell Whiskey and the rest of my no-good companions that Lorenz stands with them. Cool. Fair enough. Okay, so we need to go back and talk to Whiskey. So, let's go. Oh, hey Ian. Good morning. How you doing? I'm just getting the ball rolling because I've got a lot to do today, so... Thanks for the host. Appreciate you. So right now I'm doing the 89 quest. Then I need to do the 91, then I need to unlock Sage, then I need to do the 70 healer quest, and so on and so on and so on. I've got a lot to do. But I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm a little bit gassy today. I don't know why. Maybe something I ate yesterday or something. Because I had like burger, fries, and onion rings for dinner. And this morning I did shopping. So I got some like cereal and milk and, you know, all the grocery stuff. So yeah, so I'm good. How are you? Anyway, let me keep recording in the meantime. So recording in 3, 2, 1. Alright, we made it back to Whiskey, so let's talk to him. Did Lorenz show himself? Ha, now there's a surprise. I had some hope your words might reach him, but never did I imagine that he'd agree so readily. Just one thing, Mithrie. I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention Lorenz's involvement to the company. Landonell in particular. They'll find out soon enough regardless. At any rate, this gives us new hope in our battle against the blasphemy. All that remains is to set the snare and lure the beast into our clutches. Our scouts are on the lookout for the creature as we speak. If the latest reports are to be believed, we are drawing ever closer. And with that, I'd best get back to it. Can I trust you to report these latest developments to the Maelstrom? Till we meet again, Commander. Alright, so let's go back and talk to the Secretary. Like, any news on the job front? Are you applying for other jobs? Because, like, I'm lucky that in my case, you know, this is what I do. You know, YouTube and Twitch and so on. So, like, I've always got something to do, regardless of whether I get a job ever again. I did. Guess we'll see. Oh, cool. Like, I'm trying to just enjoy myself because I do enjoy doing this. I enjoy YouTube and Twitch, especially YouTube. Like, I'm almost turning into Maximilian. Like, Maximilian, the way he does his streams, he does his streams with the purpose of making more videos for YouTube. Like, he does enjoy the stream, sure, absolutely, but ultimately the goal is to make videos. That's why sometimes you'll see Max talking, maybe sometimes even for half an hour, and he won't even respond to the chat, because he's making videos. So, eventually, don't be surprised if my live stream turns into that, where I'm actually just here to make videos, I'm not here to interact with the stream. So, but we'll see with time. Like, if I ever get like 15,000 viewers. So, anyway, let me record. So, recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we made it back to the Maelstrom command, so let's talk to her. So, the search for the blasphemy continues, so I understand that you've been carrying out an entirely different investigation. A marksman by the name of Lorenzo, the Admiral will be pleased. Of course, we won't have much call for his skills until the blasphemy is found. Rest well and prepare yourself as necessary in the meantime. Lorenz, why does that ring a bell? Okay, let's complete. And there we go. Level 90 Reaver. So I'll do the level 90 quest in the next video. So anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. And as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye, guys. Cool. Exactly as I planned. So, the 89 quest hit me to level 90. Part 6. Yeah. So now I've got 2 classes to 90. I think I was trying to remember, there was some other expansion where the same thing happened, where I ended up getting 3 classes to max level by the time I finished the story. It might have been Stormblood. So we are progressing on. So like I said, so now the goal is going to be level up Sage to like 87, 88 before I carry on. And when my Sage is like 86-ish, then I will go back and finish off the grind in Elpis. Because I still need another 31 fates in Elpis to finish off. In the meantime, let me encode the video, get out of the way. I was reading on the gaming news today that people are starting to speak up against Bobby Kotick, who's the CEO of Activision Blizzard. Because he's effectively was giving excuses as to why he's selling the company. And people who work at Activision Blizzard are like, you know, that's complete bollocks, basically. So, I think people just want him out, or the employees want him out just as quickly as possible. But, hey, I'm sure he's not going to care when he's rolling in his billions of dollars, you know what I mean? I mean, he's probably already a billionaire, but, you know, he'll have even more billions. Like, his family and any descendants are never going to have to work ever. Okay, let's see. Part 1. Part 2. I guess that's just like at the moment, if I had to spare $1,000, for example, just 1,000, I could do a lot with it to further my business. A lot. If I had $1 billion, but that's why the rich get richer, isn't it? Because you can use the money to make even more money. I do have my own ambitions. I have my own plans for the future. And when I get more money, when I earn more money, I have plenty I need to do. So I'm just encoding this video. Elite Quest. 89. It's not encoding. Alright. Well, let's wait for the video to encode. It says 13 minutes 21. Shouldn't take too long. Halfway done. Three quarters. Okay, done encoding. Now let me check that the encoding worked properly. If there is any corruption. Yep, it worked fine. So let's close that. And I think the most important advice I can share with anyone is as long as you believe in yourself and you believe in what you're doing, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. So, like, don't let other people slow you down. Because there's something as well that even Stan Lee said. Like, Stan Lee said that if you have an idea that is genuinely, that you think is genuinely good, don't let some idiot talk you out of it. So it's the same point. It's the fact that if you believe in your idea, go with it. If you believe 100%, go with it. Like, don't let anyone else talk you out of it. So, alright. Let's, actually, before I carry on, let's I'm just going to quickly run to the bathroom, and then we'll do the level 90 melee quest. So, be right back. Hello. I will eventually get the team up. It doesn't happen very often, doesn't it? Just be the Mithrie chair emote. Alright, so let's now go ahead and do the level 90 melee DPS quest. Just gonna quickly hydrate. Alright, let's go. And hey Mum, I see you lurking. So hello. Alright. The recording in 3, 2, 1. And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing the level 90 melee DPS quest in Final Fantasy XIV. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So we are here in Upper Limbs of Laminza at 1212, just outside the Maelstrom command. And we need to talk to the Maelstrom Secretary. Let's talk to her. The quest is called To Calm a Seas. The Secretary appears visibly dismayed. And we'll get a bunch of 9 materials. So despite our best efforts, the blasphemy continues to elude us. For the time being, we... Don't interrupt, but I have an incoming communication from Wisgate. So, Commander, we've snared ourselves a blasphemy. We've our erstwhile companion, Ryle, to thank. Knowing that the creature was once the Zargan Queen, he kept a close eye on the spawning grounds. Sure enough, he spied a massive black shadow moving beneath the water not long ago. After receiving words, Shamani Lomini directed the Maelstrom warships into the vicinity to herd the beast with cannon fire into the Sestasha Sea Grot. Isolated as the Sea Grot is, we can engage our foe without putting small folk at risk. Any words for your men, Commander? Company of heroes assemble. The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. Like, what are they, the Avengers? You don't have to tell me twice. I've been aching for a rematch. Rush in blindly, and it will go as poorly for you as it did the first time. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll show up just in time to see me deal the killing blow. Now, can we not save our vitriol for the quarry, which I've lured to the perfect spot, that is now waiting patiently for all of you to put out of its misery? Flameforce gobby booms blast over big blasphemy into big bitty pieces. A molecule you'll never find, but will serve you well when the battle is joined, believe you me. This is Marlib. I'll be ready. I'll ready a warship at once. Assemble outside the wench once you've all seen to your preparations. So the time has come. I shall pray for your victory. Cool. Alright, let's go speak to the Admiral. Okay. Hey Jay, how you doing today? What's up? Part 1. It would be good to just get this out of the way, wouldn't it? 32, good powers is out. Lock phone has 69% battery life. Lock. Nice.
Incoming raid.
Ooh. Thanks for the raid. Appreciate you. Switch, welcome in raiders. How are you today? Hello. Welcome in. I appreciate you. Ashley, hello. What game were you playing today, Switch? I like your emotes. So, chat, welcome in the raiders. All good? Good. I'm just slowly working myself through this as slowly as I possibly can. Like, I've already hit level 90 with my Paladin. I've reached level 90 now with my Reaver, and I'm still not done with the story. So, I'm working as slowly as I possibly can. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for the raid. Anyway, so let's see. Early doors. I followed a lot of your videos on the early days. You mean? Yeah. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like them. I'm still pumping them out all the time. Right now, I'm more focused on my other channels, because you might have noticed on my channels I've now got 7 YouTube channels, but I am still pumping out the 14 content as well. I was making coffee, no problem. So, before I take the opportunity to say hello, and thanks for all your content. Well, thank you, I appreciate you. So, but let me know, like I said, what were you streaming today? What game were you playing? I'm curious. Were you playing 14 as well? Oh, you were playing 14. You said 14. Okay, 14. Sorry, I missed it. So, nice. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, in the next few weeks, we have so many other games to play. Oh, yeah, that thing is still broken. I need to fix it at some point. You know, where it says API error. So, yeah. No, I missed your message above. So, yeah. How did you like the story of Endwalker? I'm probably, ironically, the last content creator that's gonna finish the Endwalker story. But it's because I'm taking it so slow. Like, some people finish the story on the first day so that they could, you know, get ready for Savage and whatever else, and me, more than a month later, I'm still not done. So, and the plan is for today, like, I just recorded the 89 role quest. I need to record the level 91, which I'm doing right now, and then I need to unlock Sage, and then get Sage up to 87, 88 before I can finish off the story. Right now, Sage is not even leveled. So, busy. No spoilers here from me. That's good. Appreciate that. So, I mean, let's see. But it's very well written. Well, we'll see. We'll see. My issue is, my hesitation is, I literally just finished Death Stranding. Death Stranding annihilated me emotionally. So we'll see if Endwalker can live up to that, even at all. Hey Don, how are you today? Good morning. What's up? Alright, let me carry on recording this level 90 melee quest. So, let's go. So, let's see. I'm good. I'm no fear of rain. Yeah, I'm trying not to be. It's like, oh crap, BTs. Okay, recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we caught up with the Admiral. So let's talk to her. So, Mithrie, the others should be along soon. So commence battle for Tukama Seas. So the blasphemy is still contained within the Sastasha Sea Grot. There it will meet its end, navigator willing. Would that my brothers and I could join you in the fight, and yet, blasphemous though it may be, that beast was once our mother. I understand, Noel. Forgive us for what we must do. Whether it means to reverse the transformation, we would do all in our power to bring your mother back. Sadly, there is nothing left of her to save. For the future of the Sahagin and Linz of Laminza alike, blasphemy must be laid to rest. And when the deed is done, I would bring your brothers, even the crushing tide, aboard the great ship we call Vilbrand. I do not want to slay your mother, but this thing she has become, a mindless beast who would enslave and kill her own, is an affront to the memory of who she was. It is not her. It is not. Remember this always. You must. I will not ask you to shoulder the burden of martyrcide. When the time comes to strike the final blow, I will do the deed. Admiral, All you say is true, and yet... Commander, I've sighted a group of fishbacks, crushing tide most like, heading straight to the sea grot. You best make your way here, and fast. Time to move out, then. Any words for your men before we set sail? Don't go dying on me out there. Today, the blasphemy falls. You've grown into this role quite well, haven't you? But enough talk. It's time to show the realm that the Company of Heroes hasn't lost a step. Arr! We'll stand a better chance of slipping past the crushing tide if we split up. Mithrie and I will go together, while the rest of you take a different route. Let's broke no further delay. This is Sasha. Oh, cool. Okay, teleport us straight there. My queen, I beg of you, pray show your loyal son mercy. Rip. It's Dal, or what's left of him. So, speak of Dal, why would our queen do such a thing? It is as the Shorewalkers say. What we thought a blessing is in truth a terrible curse. The horror. We must away at once. And leave the Shorewalkers to face our Queen Mother alone? No, I will stand with them. You mustn't sully your hands with the blood of your mother. Go and be with your kin. Go. Forgive me. I was beginning to think that you'd wandered off a cliff, Lorenz. Must you say it like that? I prefer to think of myself as fashionably late. Enough talk. It comes. Nice. Okay, let's see what this fight is like. Item level sync to 550. Okay. So we'll see if we can get rid of the orbs so they don't disable us. Nice. Get out. Crap. There's even more. Yeah, whatever. I wonder if I need to... I can't damage the orbs. Oh, maybe this one? Okay. So the ones that are marked I can damage. Makes sense. Rip. Okay, so I have to attack from the side, which has got the circle on it, I guess. Looking at it. Okay. Seems to be the best way to do it. Bollocks. Ah. Heal me. There we go. Surprised how much damage it's doing. Okay. Ow. Okay. Let's go in Shroud. Yeah. Right, that thing at it. Oh, hello. Okay, here's a company of heroes. Good. Heal up. It's not going to take any risks or any chances. Nearly halfway. I do like Reaper. It's really fun to play. In my opinion. Okay. Yeah. Tell you what, let me assist the team. Better that way. God. Ow. Oh, nice. That's a hard gunner coming to help. Right.
The winds favor us.
Oh, jeez. This is definitely a race against time.
I will not yield.
Ah, crap. Ah, well, it Shroud and then she's dead. Oh well. That was fun. I will not ask for your forgiveness, but this I promise. You'll be remembered for the mother you were. Admiral, I have no words. So our Queen Mother returns to the depths in eternal slumber. With your strength, you could have crushed us easily. Why did you spare our lives? The beasts and the blasphemies are born from the despair in our hearts, but no more. I would break the cycle. Though Do may have been blind to it, I believe in a future where Sahagin and Laminzan live in harmony. So, even after losing who she was, your queen made for your spawning grounds, and there she drew her last breath. When your next queen is crowned, know that she will have a safe place to raise her young. Once you have selected a suitable location, Linza Lamiza will recognize and honor your claim. A promise for which we are grateful, Admiral. But what of our other peoples of Vilbran? The kobolds are open to the idea. The details will need to be negotiated, but I am confident we can reach an agreement. Sahagin, Kobold, and Leminzen alike yearn to abide in peace. We can make it so. I have never fought alongside Shorewalkers before, but I must say, it felt good. We have fought our neighbours for generations. It has won us only suffering and tragedy. Sorry. I beg of you, lay down your spears. Ish. So it will take time and effort to bridge the gulf between our peoples, but bridge it we shall. These animations are funny. I dare say we have a lot of talking to do as well, don't we, Commander Lorenz? Just slides in. Ah, Landonel. If you just allow me to explain. So let's be off before they drag us into this mess. Oh, alright. Let's talk to Lorenz. Why do I have a feeling he's going to, like, jump off and escape? Perfect timing. Acting Commander, you must save me from this bloodthirsty bastard. Well, Lorenz, let's hear your excuse, and it had better be a good one. Why in the seven hells were you skulking about in the shadows while we did all the dirty work? Like you'd lot be any happier if I'd showed myself sooner. I can hear your whinging now. What, you didn't think we could handle this on our own? Aye, I'd be bloody furious regardless. I don't think I've forgotten what happened, or rather didn't happen, on the day of our duel. Even though the future of the company hung in the balance, I waited and waited and waited so goddamn more. And still, you never turned up. And I've got you now. And I will have satisfaction. Given Lorenz panache for late arrivals, I couldn't help but worry too. To say that he cut it fine would be an understatement. And not by choice as usual. My scouts observed him roaming near Costa del Sol not long ago. It would seem our commander's woeful sense of direction has not improved in the least. I'm honestly surprised that you never realized, Landonel, that that was to blame for his extreme tardiness. That the commander did indeed arrive at the agreed-upon location for your duel, after the sun had risen and set a half-dozen times. Navigator, take me. Shamani, you promised that you would stay between the two of us. Aye, Braveflocks, you are a kind word or two for ye old commander, don't you? You have? Commander Lorenz, Commander no more. New commander, friend to gobbies everywhere. There's many sweat works for gobby kind. And there I thought that you were too much of a coward to face me in battle. Come now, Landonel. You know me better than that. Then it's settled. We fight here and now. On your guard. Put that thing down, I say. You could hurt someone with that. Shucks. I'm hard to believe that he was once the glue that held this merry band together. That's right. If you hadn't yet realized the obvious, Lorenz is our former commander. Forgive me for not saying it plainly sooner. I didn't want you to think we doubted your leadership. He's got his quirks, but as you saw, he's a force of nature on the battlefield. Anyhow, I think we can all say that your stint as acting commander has been a rousing success. Now, I reckon it's about time you gave your final order. Company of Heroes banned break once more. Brave Flocks never liked parting with gobby friends. Here, I may have my complaints, but when we're together, a good fight's never far away. Yeah, hardly need a company or a commander to get you that. And should Limsa again be imperiled, there's nothing stopping us from rising to the occasion. Till then, you're all strong enough on your own, right? Why not serve the weak in your own ways? Fair enough. Cool. Then we have to speak to each of them. So let's talk to Whiskate. So you've had the turn of duty, but all good things must come to an end. Any parting words before we go our separate ways? Let the Company of Heroes be disbanded. Give G. Jiruju my best regards. Ah, finally. And I can enjoy some ensemble of peace again. At least as much peace as a man can enjoy waiting hand and foot on the Lord of Costa del Sol. It may have been rough sailing at times, but I'd rather enjoy serving under you, Acting Commander Mithrie. I know I'm great, aren't I? Be an honor to serve me. So, well, if you've something to say, let's hear it. Return to the whalers and keep murdering to a minimum. Ha. As if I needed you to tell me. Why enjoyed the diversion? I know as well as any that my true place is in Gridania, leading a respectable life. You may not have been the perfect commander, but 12 as my witness. I hope to fight by your side again. Farewell. Not the perfect commander? Psst. Pish. So, I wait your orders, Commander. Look after the you, brave new. I see what I did there. I have responsibilities. I tried that once for my guidance and protection. I can ill afford to tarry here much longer. Nevertheless, it is with regret that I take my leave. For all their faults, of which they have many, they are my companions, and I will miss them. Okay, Shamany Lemony. Well, let's hear it, Commander. You owe me a bottle of your finest Bacchus. Indeed, indeed. I mean to return to Wineport as soon as I've tied up a few final loose ends here. Speaking of wine, I've always preferred the old vintages, left to sleep in their barrels for many a summer. They come out tasting better than ever. One might say that the same about our own company. I thought Shamany Lumini was blind. Like, how did he help in battle? I guess we'll never know. Then let's talk to Brave Fox. So, Brave Fox 1's busy work. Brave Fox awaits Uplander's lip flaps. No more cheese wars, please. So Brave Fox feels heavy heart, but accepts Uplander's bossy words. Brave Fox had good times and happy feels with gobby friends, but good times will come again, and when they do, a new boomsticks will bring Blasty Doom with much fastness. Okay, so now we need to talk to Lorenz. And on that note, I ought to be on my way. Sipping away again, are we? You are a creature of habit. I resented you for it at the time, but I think I understand now. Better to shun fame and not serve as an example for glory seekers too eager to fight and too quick to die. You're overthinking it. I'm a creature of whimsy, a man who lets the tailwind carry him where it will. But more importantly, this new age belongs to the new blood. I've had my day in the sun. If you succeed in brokering peace with the Beastmen, there'll be no need to worry about primals, and the company can go into permanent retirement. And then I can say that I did right by the old man. If you hadn't been there for us both, I don't know if I could have pulled the trigger. So thank you, Lorenz, brother. I did nothing. It was you who shouldered Captain Bluefist's burden, and that of the entire League. I'm sorry, Marlib. I know it hasn't been easy for you. But I dare say that you've worked hard enough. Maybe us company folk aren't the ones in need of a retirement. But I've said too much. Brent's holding his tongue. Gods, you have changed. But yes, my greatest test as Admiral still lies ahead, as we steer the great ship Volbrand towards a new future. You truly are your father's daughter. I owe you my thanks too. Dare say that you did almost as good a job at keeping my men to task as I could have done. Call it a hunch, but something tells me that our paths may cross again. But forgive me if I carry on like I've never seen you before. Not like my old friend Mistbeard, I prefer to keep my past in the past. And with that, I'm off. Take care of yourselves. Okay. Now let's talk to Null. So the blasphemy is no more, but we will never know lasting peace until the crushing tide agrees to lay down their arms. It'll be a daunting task, but as we saw in Sestasha, they are not beyond reason. I will do all in my power to see that your efforts and the sacrifices of my brothers were not in vain. Forgive us, even after being freed from the false god's thrall, still we clung to our hateful beliefs. It was easier to hearken to Speaker Dow's every word and turn a blind eye to the harsh truth. Easier and cowardly. I will return and speak with my brothers of the crushing tide. I will tell them of our Queen Mother's sacrifice and the vision of hope that you have shared with us. I ask only that you give us time and trust us to make our own decision. On my word, if you would not be averse, let's return to the spawning grounds together. Adventurer, I have no words to express my gratitude to you. I'll repay you the only way I know how, by doing my part to usher in an age where Shorewalker and Sahagin stand as one. Okay, then let's talk to the Admiral. So, just us now, it would seem. Ever since we achieved a measure of peace from the kobolds, I prayed that this day would come. Though it is, of course, only a beginning, negotiations must be held, and words exchanged in earnest will invariably lead to flared tempers and bruised egos. But such things always accompany meaningful progress. The history of Vilbrand is one of bloodshed, and we have the power to change our ways. After all, it is clear that we are united more by our similarities and we are divided by our differences. I will share what I have seen of the Sahagin with my fellow Laminsans and listen closely to their doubts and concerns. For it must be a harmony not foisted upon them from above, but one which they aspire to of their own free will. No doubt, Nolan and his brothers feel the same. Again, we have come to Limsa's aid, my aid, at a time we needed it most. When we next meet, I hope will not be as admiral and adventurer, but as friends. Mayhaps trading war stories over ales at the wench. But for now, I must return to my duties. Drafting reports and decrees is hardly the most exciting part of my role, but it is a necessary one. If you happen to pass through Radzahan, pray share your exploits with our delegate there. Doubtless he will be interested to hear your first-hand account. So one day I will lay down these muskets of mine for good, but not yet, father, not yet. Alright, so let's go to Radzahan, and then let's talk to the delegate. Oh, stop recording. I felt that dragged on a little bit, because, you know, that little section of the quest was 30 minutes. But whatever. You only have to do it once, isn't it? And that's it. Then never again. I would say it's worth doing, though. That was fun. I did like the fight, at least. I hope all the fights are this fun. Still 4 more to do after this one is done. Okay, let's carry on. So, recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we made it back to Radzahan, so let's talk to the delegate. So, before you return, pray tell, what news from my homeland? Extraordinary, and a chance at peace with the Sahagin. These are heartening tidings indeed. Without a doubt, you have helped to dispel the pale of despair that once hung over all of Vilbrand. Our peoples now bask in newfound hope. I must share the news with the others. Full glad will they be to hear that the threat to Limsa Lominsa is no more. Thank you again, my friend. Cool. Then let's complete. So you can now dye the job-specific gear for the level 90 melee DPS. Job-specific gear will become available once you have fulfilled certain conditions within the main scenario quest for Endwalker. Interesting. And we got the achievement, More Than Loss. So, anyway guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye guys. GG. So how do I get level 90 job-specific gear? So next, I need to go and unlock Sage as well. After I've encoded this video. Okay, produce. Or 6.0. So at 1607. The DPS quest. Level 90. And start encoding. Okay, it needs to encode. Not yet of main scenario quest. Once you get to the 89 in the story. Okay, so I have to wait a while then. No problem. Is a job-specific gear good? I guess that's why you never bothered getting me level 90 gear, isn't it, Don? Because I'll just get job-specific stuff. Okay, let's go back to Limsa. And let's finally go about unlocking Sage. Let's see how long it takes to encode this video. I'm going to take a small break from this. Hey, Balfir. I see you lurking. How you doing? So if I remember rightly, the Sage unlock is... I think it's down here. But let me see if I have healer gear for level 70. I should have some. If I switch to White Mage, for example, I doubt she's naked. Yeah, she's got some gear for level 70. So I guess I'll wear this for... What's it called? A Sage. Yeah, this is a Sage quest right here. From the Charlian Maiden. Let's see. You get, like, Reaper a gear offer. Okay. Okay, the video's finished encoding, so let's see if it encoded properly. Any corruption? Okay, yeah, it encoded. I remember when... Was it Stormblood? When it came out, I was like in a rush to get these classes unlocked for literally no reason at all. Whereas now, I come to the NPC and there's no one here. Because everyone did it already. Having a lazy Saturday? Might replay 15. Oh, cool. Did you finish, God, what were you doing? Whatever game you were doing. Did you finish that? 7 Remake? I have considered replaying 15, but I don't know if it's patched for PlayStation 5 or not. I did enjoy my time with 15. Obviously not yet, because we have so many other games to play right now. But eventually, I do want to replay 15. Okay, so that's that. I need to unlock Sage, and I need to... what's it called? Start doing the role quests in thingy. In Gridania. Not a Gridania, sorry, the Crystarium. Oh yeah, and even though my White Mage is 70, I've not actually even done the 63 quest for White Mage. Whoops. Let's see, I have the last chapter on hard, and top secret simulator fights to do. Oh, cool. So you're close then. Give me a second, chat. Let me just stand up and stretch. Yeah, you can see I'm wearing my Tifa t-shirt. Probably the one I wear the most. First time chatter. Didn't even notice that they removed the fluid bind, whatever it's called. Yeah. I took it off my hotbar before Endwalker. Yeah, it's just, well, yeah, fluid aura. I can't actually remember how to play White Mage. I'll probably have to relearn it at some point. But what I do have, I've got, I've updated onto my, a minute. World classes. Okay, I'm updating my spreadsheet so I can keep up to date with everything. So, Reaper is now completely done. So let me update my spreadsheet. Paladin is leveled up, but I didn't do the role quest. Then I guess with Reaper, that means I've also done the role quest for Monk, Dragoon, Ninja, and Samurai. So, Monk, Dragoon, Ninja, Samurai. Done. And when it comes to the level 70 role quests, or 80 role quests, I've finished all of them except Healer. Do that there. That there. Do Dancer, Gunbreaker. Okay. Then Sage, I'm not even unlocked yet. Cool. And then my crafters and gatherers. I'll get around to crafting and gathering later. It was a skill most people never used. Ah, fair enough. What did it even do? 15 is locked at 60 FPS on PlayStation 5. That's good. How about the loading times? Does it take advantage of the SSD? Because, like, the 15 loading times were some of the worst in Final Fantasy. They are better. Okay. Not if I remember. Yeah. Alright. Let's unlock Sage, and then we can practice. We can practice Sage and see what all the abilities do. So, recording in 3, 2, 1. And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be unlocking the Sage class in Final Fantasy XIV. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So, we are here in Lower Limbs of Laminza at 9:12. And we need to talk to the Charlian Maiden and accept the quest, Sage's Path. And we will get some gear, the weapons, and the Soul Crystal for Sage. So the Charlian Maiden is taking in the scenery with fascination. And it said this quest will unlock the Sage job. The Linz of Laminza, former disreputable haven of pirates, now one of the realm's finest city-states, boasting a peerless shipping industry and an inviolable culinary culture. Oh, how it bustles. The tomes did not lie. Well, here I am, Mother, in faraway Eorzea. I will complete this mission, just you watch. In your noble name, and as first of my class, I will succeed. And afterwards, perhaps, I shall invite our esteemed alumna, Elise, for tea at the Bismarck. I'll be the envy of everyone. What? My apologies, good madam. I failed to notice you. So, I am Lalaj Genjalsh, a native of Charlian. By your appearance, I assume that you are an adventurer. Are you perchance well-travelled in Eorzea? Kind of. So you are. How very fortuitous. And Mithrie is your name, you say? I'd swear I'd heard it somewhere before. In any event, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. As for myself, I am an operative on a mission for the Forum, our nation's governing body. This being my first time in Eorzea, I studied as best as I could in preparation, but there is no substitute for a local's knowledge. Thus, I did intend to hire an adventurer like yourself to serve as my escort. The mission is the pursuit and capture of fugitives, and thus it will entail some danger, but you appear to be no stranger to such. Might you be willing to assist me in this endeavour? I'm glad to give you the grand tour. Certainly, if the reward is satisfactory. I don't need money. So, wonderful. While I have some skill with a blade and can fend for myself, I shall be glad of your capable company. Now then, ere I divulge the particulars of my mission, we should head somewhere more private, perhaps outside the city by the Zephyr Gate. Fair enough, fair enough. The interesting outfit she has. Alright, let's catch up to her. Let's stop recording. Part 1. Alright, let's go out the Zephyr Gate. So, we'll see what Sage is like. It's been a while since I've been a healer. Let's see. Sage, Zephyr Gate. Alright, where is she? Oh, there she is. And like I said, I'm still trying to decide which class I will do after Sage. I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll do something random like Bard or something, because I haven't touched Bard in ages. You can see it's still level 70. But we will see. Alright. Let's carry on the recording. So, recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we caught up to her. So forgive me if I seem overly cautious, but this mission is highly confidential. Were the wrong people to learn of it, my superiors would give me an earful. But I believe that we may speak freely here, so permit me to brief you on the details. As I mentioned, I am on the trail of fugitives, criminals who fled Shire and came to these shores. Extremely dangerous individuals who have enhanced themselves via forbidden means which they have rendered themselves of unsound mind. While in a state of delirium, one of their compatriots even committed murder. He died thereafter due to side effects from his enchantment, but 3 others remain at large and pose a threat to innocence. Their leader is a Vera male, is also alleged to have stolen valuable technological secrets. By way of reference material, I brought the Soul Crystal. Ow, it's hot. What in the world? I have never known Soul Crystals to give us such heat before. So, it's finally cooled down, but what could have triggered that intense reaction? Not even the Studium did I ever witness such a thing. But maybe it was you? The technological secrets which were stolen were contained in a similar crystal. This particular sample has been loaned to me by a healing institute in Shire. Tell me, Mithrie, in the course of your adventures, have you ever fervently wished to save someone, but failed to do so despite your best efforts, and afterwards cursed your own powerlessness? Maybe. I've had to watch some of my dearest friends slip away. Yes, but it doesn't stop me from trying to save whoever I can. So, forgive me if my question was indelicate, but there can be no doubt the Soul Crystal resonated with the desire within you. When I received the crystal, I was told that, should it respond in this manner to my Eorzean collaborator, it should entrust it to them. For the knowledge it imparts, the knowledge of Menotics, would surely avail me in my mission. Developed at the Studium, Somenotics is a discipline which combines the wisdom of medicine, astrology, and sorcery. And those who have mastered it are called sages. Through medicine, a sage's grasps the workings of the flesh through astrology, and she unlocks the secrets of the soul, and through sorcery she learns to manipulate the two. Thus trained, a sage has the ability to both strengthen and heal, yet by the same token she is also capable of the opposite of causing harm. And not just anyone can take up the sage's art. No, one must be prepared to hold the lives of others in one's hands. Are you willing to bear such a burden, Mithrie? If you are, and you would swear to use the art for good, then I shall entrust this soul crystal to you. Oh, let's finish the quest. So, have you come to a decision? Then I will bear witness to your pledge. Do you swear to use the sage's art for good and to wield its power to the best of your judgment and ability? Sure. Excellent. Chosen as you are by the crystal, I had faith that you would rise to the occasion. When those around you cry out for succor, the crystal shall be your ally, for it bears the wisdom of sages past and their hopes for the future. By hearkening to their whispers and following in their footsteps, you will come to embody those hopes, to save and change countless lives. Lest you worry how you will learn the art, I can provide you with guidance, to an extent in any case. During my time at the Studium, I had occasion to study somnotics, you see. While I wasn't gifted in spellcraft, I came to favour steel. I remember the lessons and will share what I know. Together with the soul crystal, I shall provide you with a set of sage's garments. So go on, take up your crystal and don your attire, and we shall begin your training. Alright. So Sage is now unlocked. So obviously I need to change into Sage before I can do the next quest. So anyway guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye guys. Okay, stop recording. So I guess now we will go about equipping Sage and then see how we can do the hot bars and stuff like that. So let's return to the house for now. I can get changed in peace. Then let me encode the video. I guess I need to do the level... Once I've done that, I need to do the level 70 Sage quest and the level 70 Healer Role quest. And then we could just start leveling. Import. I guess you guys can help me with that. Alright. Let's see. Let's see. Patch 6.0. 1608. Is the Sage unlock quest. Did I do a Reap unlock quest? I did. Okay, cool. Sage unlock quest. Save. Start encoding. So I was just looking through my log of videos. Okay, videos shouldn't take too long to encode. I am curious what Sage will be like. Because Sage is the last one, isn't it, where I need to do a bunch of random quests between 70 to 80. It's a bit weird because, like... Is it the role quests, which are like 70... Is it every 2 levels? Or is it the Sage and Reaper quests, which are every 2 levels? I can't remember. Or is it both? Okay, video's finished encoding. That's good. Close that. Close that. Let me look through my log. Okay, so the role quest was every 2 levels. Reaper says 73, 75, 78, 80. Okay. So I'm going to assume that it's only Reaper and Sage that have that weird numbering for the quests, and then every other class is 72, is every 2 levels basically. Okay. Alright, let's change into Sage. Look away, chat. I'm gonna get naked. Son of a bitch. First I must change my weapon. Okay, let's change the weapon. Then... oh, okay. So it didn't make me naked. Athena's earring. Okay, let's put the earring on. Then let's make a new gear set. New. Right. And then let's put this... which one I can replace. Need all of these. Challenge log, I guess. Oh. Alright. So now I need to know which abilities to put where. So I literally just empty my bars completely so that it doesn't confuse me. And then I assign them one at a time. Okay, Sage. So it says the Order's Goal gauge indicates accumulated stacks of Order Gale, which are restored automatically over time. Order's Goal can be consumed to execute actions such as Dushol and Karushol. The gauge builds stacks of Older Sting when the barrier effect of Icosodian Diagnosis is completely absorbed. 8 distinct stacks can be used to execute actions such as Toxicon and Toxicon 2. Whatever. These names. Eurocracia, when active, can be used to enhance the effects of dosis and diagnosis and prognosis. Review the jobs gauge, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what's the idea behind Sage? Unexpectedly down 300, restores HP to targets under the effect of thing. Granted by you. Huh? It's like damages and heals? What? Like it's the first ability and I'm already confused. Diagnosis. Restores target's HP. Okay. And then Cardia. Grants self effect of Cardia, like the party member. Restoring HP after casting certain magic attacks. Okay. Prognosis. Restores own HP and HP of all nearby party members. Okay, that looks like an AoE. Egrio. Resurrects. Okay, so that's just res. Gradually restores own HP and HP of all nearby party members. So this is like equivalent of what's it called? This is like an AoE dot. Blackguard deals unexpected damage to all targets. Nearby potency of 400 to the first enemy and 30% less to all remaining enemies. Restores HP to targets under the effect of Cardia. So, again, my question would be, why would you ever want to restore HP to a target that you're potentially damaging? Augments offensive healing abilities. Okay. And then increases the cure potency. Okay. The caress rush between targeted enemy and party member locations. Unable to cast if bound. Okay. Restores target's HP. Okay, so this is equivalent to like Cure 2. Increases healing potency for your next healing by 50%. Okay. Then restores on HP and HP of nearby party members by removing diagnosis granted by you. Then Sysis 2 gradually restores on HP and HP of party. Okay. Restores on H and target by 700. Deals on aspect damage and all enemies nearby. Sorry. It won't heal the enemy. It won't. You put Cardia on party members and or yourself, and then the person gets healed when you attack. Okay. And how do I put Cardia on anyone? Okay, and this is the shield. Right one on the tank. Cardia. So number 4, or T, Cardia. So I put Cardia on the tank. Sooner. I mean, ideally, I want the same muscle memory as the other classes. Yes. Lucid dreaming. Okay. So what is my actual attack rotation? Is it literally just this? It's like does this over and over again. Okay, let me try each ability. That's heal. Okay, so that's the AoE heal, right? The group. And then G is shield. The 6 do. Stores on HP. Stores 7% maximum HP. Resurrects target to a weakened state. Okay, so this is like the opposite of rescue. So rescue pulls the enemy to you. Icarus, you rush to the person. So let me put that there. Put that here. But like I said, so what is the rotation for actually damaging? God, how far do I need to go to get out of combat? Oh wow. So the gear that they give you is actually a little bit better than the crafted stuff at 70. Interesting. My bags are so full. But I wonder if I should just leave the level 70 gear on because they got materials. Stage Mithrie in the house. Yeah. It's a bit weird. So G is the shield. I need to put T on the tank. Isuna F. And let me check my other healers. I want to make sure I don't have to like relearn my muscle memory. Yeah, so F is always my Asuna basically. So yeah, so in terms of DPS, is there any dot like equivalent to arrow? Click the dummy and then reset. Oh, okay, so reset striking dummy to get out of combat. Let's see. That's always during the tank pulls. Prognosis, diagnosis. Oh, is this equivalent to the different, like on Astrologian? You have those different states. It's Astrologian. You have those different auras. Sorry. Astrologian. Yeah, where was it again? Astrologian? You have like Sect and Nocturnal Sect. Oh, they've been removed from the game. That's boring. But we'll come back to Astrologian another time. Dosis is a dot. Astrologian's like white mage now. Okay. Swap these two around. So where is the dosis that you talked about? My hotbars. So we... Or do I just not have it yet? Is this a passive ability? Oh, so it makes dosis have a dot, this passive. I'm guessing there's only a chance that it will be applied. So generally, when I'm DPSing, is it literally just spam dosis and hit Pelgamma when it's available? Hit 2 on bar 3 of this. Okay. Aha. Oops, sorry. What to... And then, if I want to do AoE, so when does this toxin, when does this ever get available? The shield gets broken. And where is my shield? Number 6? Nope. Oh, is it not G? Okay, given that I'm gonna apparently be hitting this a lot, I'm gonna assign it to a different button. Like T or something. I need to get the muscle memory right. T. Is this like flipping on Red Mage? The what's that ability on Red Mage? What's that? Is it like Shorecast or whatever it's called? Red Mage. Or is it like how I have to press Jolt over and over again and then do another ability? Is the equivalent of this Eucharist? Yes. Like, do I always have to press it first, basically, this Eucharist? Because if I do, I might as well assign it to number 1. And then this is the AoE dot. This is like, what's it called? Medica, right? Then I got it. So if I press T and then that grants shields to everyone. And then why would I want... So is this single target, this shield? Well, this will only shield me, but then this is the AoE one. And doses turns it to a dot. Yeah. So I don't... When I'm DPSing, I only cast it when I'm... What's it called? When I want to basically refresh the dot. And then that if I want to do an AoE shield. And if MP is a problem, I can do repose. Okay. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Let me just quickly go to the toilet again. I'll be right back. You guys dot the mobs while the tank is pulling? Yeah, who knows? Repair DPS helps. Okay. So dot. And that's a shield on myself. Okay, when would I use... So Cardia's only on the tank, right? And self, Cardia, and select the party member. Cardian, restoring HP after casting certain magic attacks. Oh, okay. So, by putting this on the tank, I can DPS and still heal the tank. That's res. Increases cure potency. Oh, so shall I put that and then... Shall I do Soteria first and then Cardia at the beginning of a fight? Because it like adds it like by 50%. Epis. Sorry. So I was on HP of nearby members. Okay, is Pepsis, is this like the oh shit AoE heal? Like the emergency AoE? Do you have Dacarasius? I don't know. Oh yeah, it wasn't on my bar for whatever reason. Oh, I understand now. So it says, so when I'm doing damage, Cardian heals whichever target it's on. This is another AoE DPS. So I would use this one, this directly. This is AoE damage, right? And then, so this hits for 300, and this hits for 160 to all targets. And then I should use this Pal Gamma whenever it's available. Okay. Let me move things around a bit. Put res up there. But this is dot. This is AoE when it's available. Otherwise I use a dot. And then this is the AoE attack. Okay, so when would this Toxicon become available? What do I have to do for it to become available? The shield needs to be broken. Okay. 5 is... Restore an HP. And MP. Okay. And this is the oh shit heal. Like this one increases the next heal by 50%. Okay, so let me swap those two around. Hammer is a powerful shield with hot. What does hot mean? Oh, it's heal over time. Okay, I got it. Got it. So, ideally, if I use a shield, if it's available, I should do this first, this Eureka. Right? Or does it not affect it? That's 5 stacks of Hamination. Oh no, so that doesn't affect it. So I've got 5 stacks apparently of Hamination. What do I do with Hamination? When the barrier is completely absorbed, a stack of Hamination is consumed, and a new barrier is applied. When the effect duration expires, a healing effect is then applied. Okay. I got it. So this is, if I take damage, it heals me. If I lose a shield, it puts a new one. So that's why it's got such a long cooldown, because I really don't have to use it that often. And then at the beginning of a fight, I will put Carnian on, or Carnia on the tank, so that it heals me. Okay, I think I'm starting to understand slowly. Okay. I think I know enough now to at least do the level 70 quest, right? And then with time, like in a dungeon setting, for example, if I find some abilities are like really annoying, oh, thank you for the follow, then I can change things around a bit. That makes sense. Find a living target first before the job quest. Okay. But I guess with the job quest, I wonder if it's like Reaper, where it will just throw me into a boss battle straight away to like force me to learn my skills. But that's what the Reaper quest did, isn't it? I tell you what, let's do it that way then. Let's just do the job quest and then see what the quest teaches us about the class. Ethernet. Remember, this grants 1 stack of a distinct when the barrier granted by thingy is completely absorbed. Maximum 3 stacks. Okay. So if I put a shield up on myself, like that, and it gets absorbed. Okay, so basically, the more damage I take, the more I can reply back with bigger DPS. The triangle's below the gauge. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Alright, hopefully this quest will teach us the ways of the sage. Alright, let me do this quest, and then we'll see what it's like afterwards. So let's make sure I've equipped everything. Yep. Alright, so recording in... Okay, recording in 3, 2, 1. And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing the level 70 Sage quest in Final Fantasy XIV. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So I spent a little time to assign all of my hotbars to practice a little bit with the skills, to equip all my best gear, including the Memphina earring, which gives you the 30% boost before level 80. And now we're back in Middle Lenosia at 2024. And we need to talk to Lala Jin Jiao. The quest is called Sage's Focus. So Lala has a mind to introduce you to the Sage's armaments. So I see the crystal has imparted to you its knowledge, as expected. Excellent. You are ready to embark on your training, and naturally it begins with the armaments. A set of short staves known as no-lifts. No-lifts trace their roots to healers of Eld, who employed naturally occurring objects of power, known as Adder Stones. These stones, which harbour spiritual energy, were placed around the sick and ailing to create an etheric confluence through which the healer channeled her magics. From this primitive design, no-lifts gradually evolved into their present form. While their construction is far more sophisticated, the basic principle remains unchanged. In practice, the sage wields no-lifts as an extension of her mind, sending them darting through the air to weave the arcane patterns through which she unleashes advanced magics. If they sound difficult to wield, well, it is because they are. Even the studiers most talented require years of training to become proficient. But you have an advantage that transcends talent. The crystal has chosen you. With its knowledge, the techniques will come more naturally to you than others. Now, as much as I would like to have you try your hand with the no-lifts at once, I have just received promising intelligence from command. Apparently, our fugitives have taken themselves to Shire in the Dravanian hinterlands. Let's make our way there at once. Alright, so let's rendezvous with her at Shire. Yeah, so do I, Jin. I think her outfit looks really nice. Part 1. I can imagine people doing, like, cosplays of it. Okay, let's go. We'll see what Sage is like. I probably should do some, what's it called, like, truss or whatever with it. Sort of try it out. I think I'm Scholar, yeah. It makes me wonder which classes I should actually level up next. Like, if I have fun healing, maybe I just get all the healers out the way. But we will see. Alright, recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we caught up with her in Shire. Let's talk to her. So this is Shire. The tales do not do the place justice. Really impressive what the goblins and their fellow scavengers have managed to build upon the ruins of our colony. To the task at hand. As I mentioned before, we have reason to believe that the fugitive have recently passed through this town, and may even still be here. For the sake of efficiency, I suggest we split up and search. I will see to the town south if you could tend to the north. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, let's go to the north of Idle Shire, and then let's see what we find. Okay, stop recording. Here's a sage guide if you need it. Let me take a look. I might look after the stream. I've got it bookmarked. Wait a minute. Let's close that and that. Alright. This was part 2. Just going to quickly check Chloe, see if she has another thing for me. Like a book. Alrighty. Okay. Let's carry on the quest. So recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's examine this destination. Help, somebody, please. I need help. Did you hear that? That man is in trouble. Look at me when I'm talking to you. So stop this at once. Well, rip. Okay, good. I should put the shield up. The Sage's Barrier. So, Lofa. Too many eyes and ears. We'd best leave. I don't know who you are, and I don't care. Do not get in our way again. You have been warned. Wait. Just know she has different colored eyes. Okay, let's talk to this refined man. So, thank you. Had you not intervened when you did, I dread to think what might have become of me. But maybe to introduce myself. Foul Dreenet of Charlian, at your service. Really? I am Charlian too, a recent graduate of the Studium, in fact. Would you mind telling us what happened? Oh, that an alumnum should come to my rescue. Thaliak watches over his own. As to what happened, what is there to say? I was going about my business when they set upon me, without warning or provocation. I see. What is your business, if you don't mind me asking? Healing. The provision of it, that is. I am a sage, you see, and I travel the realm providing treatment gratis to those who cannot afford it. A sage, besides. Speaking of which, one of your assailants, the Vera man, also wielded sage magic. Was he known to you? No, I had never seen so much as, laid my eyes upon him before. I do have an inkling, however, as to why the villains have come here. If they use the sage's art for ill, then their destination is like to be Saint McCain's Arbitorium. The Arboretum. What could they possibly seek in that abandoned space? Following the Exodus, the cultivation of certain plants became forbidden in Charlian, but that which can no longer be found in the motherland still grows freely there, among which are potent but dangerous herbs. I see. That does stand to reason, and I dare say it was for your knowledge that the fugitives attacked you. You are too a sage? Yet you do not appear to be Charlian. How did you come by your soul crystal? Good people of Sysis Technon had entrusted the crystal to me, and when it exhibited a strong resonance in Mithrie's presence, I in turn entrusted it to her. Then you were chosen to inherit. Is all amiss, Master Falderin? No, it's nothing. I was but struck by the remarkable providence to have crossed paths with sages so far from home. Ours is a reclusive nation, after all. Our policy to observe, not intervene. This did not sit well with me, and so I left Charlian behind, as the great Master Louis Soir once did. And though I would never dare equate myself to him, I too believe it is my duty to elevate suffering in the world. Or alleviate. So that's what's brought you to Eorzea. You are a noble soul, Master Valdrinet, and I commend your resolve. Well, I must return to the road. I thank you again for coming to my aid. Till next we meet, let us both endeavour to seek out new knowledge and possibilities for the betterment of mankind. Cool. Alright, let's talk to her. So let's head to St. McCain's Arboretum at once. Given what we know of the fugitives, I had considered that they might be after knowledge sealed in the Great Google Library. But Master Faldrinet presents a compelling theory. And an all but proven theory of my own. Our quarry have clearly enhanced themselves with sage magic. I had suspected as much given what they stole, but the leader's actions earlier leave little room for doubt. Not that it gives us any greater insight into who they are or their ultimate goal. Regardless, to use a sage's soul crystal for ill is unforgivable, and I'll not rest until these criminals have been brought to justice. Right, to the Arboretum. Our mission aside, I dare say it will be an ideal place for your training. Okay, so we need to go there. So, let's go. Okay, stop recording. Part 3. Well, these story quests are involved, that's for sure. I mean, the goal today is I'll do this quest. Hopefully I'll do the level 7E role quest in Crystarium. And then I'll start basically just grinding levels. Macro on the DPS skill. Yeah, I'll try and just go with what I have for now. We'll see with time if I need it. As macros, if used wrongly, can make you a worse player. They can make you lazy. At least when it comes to DPS classes. For crafters and gatherers, it's whatever. It saves time. Alright. Let's, hang on. Something in my eye. I got no mounts. Difficult to quickly select NPC tanks. Ah, fair enough. Makes sense. Alright, let's carry on recording. So recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we made it. So let's talk to her. So by the scholar, so this is Saint Mocain's Arboretum. From the illustrations, I did not think it would be so immense. It may interest you to know that this place holds special meaning to sages. From ancient strains to crossbred creations, myriad medicinal plants have been cultivated within its halls. Alas, in the wake of the Exodus 15 years ago, this once magnificent institution has fallen into ruin. Still, there's a certain charm in seeing nature reassert her dominion. Why, it must be a veritable menagerie of rare wildlife within. I should like to spend a day studying them, field guide in hand. Forgive me. This isn't a field trip, but a mission. Our objective is to find the fugitives, and failing that, clues that will lead us to them. Please see to your preparations, as spell practice with your spells would not go astray, and then we shall venture in. Yeah, so they're basically saying actually spend the time to practice your abilities. So if you're ready, then let us venture forth. Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. Okay, so in case you fail, there will be checkpoints. Yeah, this place is pretty. Guessing that she will be the tank, so I'll probably need to cardia her. Has cardia on me. Yep. So by casting Cardia on your tank, whenever you do any damage, it will also heal you. That's done. Okay, let's heal the target. Okay, so far so good. But with time, hopefully I'll get better, especially when I have to heal a group, not just one target. Okay. So there is actual positives to just keeping the tank in your sights. Okay, let's interact with this. And our plant seems to have been harvested here. Okay. Flurries of tiny bubbles break the water's surface at regular intervals. Okay. An impression on the edge of the lily pad suggests someone knelt here, perhaps to draw water. Or the same plant taken? What could it possibly be? Okay. Let's resting at the bottom of the pool is an animal carcass, overgrown with plant life. Perhaps it fell in while foraging for food. Fine scorch marks are in evidence on the leafage, reminiscent of those left by sage magics. So, traces of ice. Someone recently fought here, a proficient wielder of magic. Fugitives may be close, be on your guard. Right. Let's keep going. So, fugitives, in the name of the Forum, I demand you surrender yourselves at once. So, of all the weapons to bear against us, no matter, I warned you once, I won't warn you again. Cool. Let's see if I can get through this. I've got this down back. Uh-oh. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna do this one at a time. bollocks. But okay, one down. That's there we. Okay, so she actually did cover on me. Let's do the dot. Heal up. The shield up. Heal myself. Put the dot up. Dreaming. It's 50% next heal. Jeez. Ow. Heal. Soon enough. And now I'm just hitting buttons randomly. we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh. Okay, we survived. So, ugly, but we survived either way. So, Lofa, we don't have time for this. So, you held your own against the Enhanced. But aye, that's enough sport for now. The mission takes precedence. Confound it, not again. What's this? Okay, let's talk to her. So, the patch they dropped contained a plan, what they came for, I shouldn't doubt. It is a manner of herb, but none that I've seen in the course of my studies. And as I made my way out, I also stumbled upon what appears to be a diary by the entrance. Though much of its contents are magically obfuscated, I could make out some subnautical terms, so we may assume that it belonged to a sage. As we continue our pursuit, I will work on lifting the enchantment. When you have a moment, please feel free to peruse the contents in Shire. On that note, let's head back to the settlement. Cool. Alright, let's head back to Shire. Yeah, so I'm still getting used to it, but in terms of like what abilities to use, but and I said it was an ugly fight, but we got through it. That's all that matters. I think what I'm gonna do is I am gonna do some of the trusts in Shadowbringers, because then that will give me a chance to practice before I jump into duties with players. It might be better for my, for the greater good. Okay. Level 71. What about level 71? Or do you have to be level 71 to do the truss, is what you're saying? Alright, let me carry on the recording. So recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we caught up with her. Let's talk to her. So I've dispatched the plan to Charlian for identification. When we learn all what it is, I believe we will gain insight into the villain's objective. Now tell me, Mithrie, have you been practicing with the no list while I wasn't looking? That's because even the crystal's knowledge, you demonstrated remarkable proficiency. Regardless, 'tis plain that you have a gift for the art. The sages whose memories reside in the crystal must be beaming with pride. Though sometimes I can't help but wonder, if the sage's art was created for the betterment of mankind, why then does it incorporate techniques which inflict harm? And the fugitives, what could have compelled them to spurn our homeland's prescribed policy, as Master Louisoix and Master Faldrinet have? I must muse to no avail. But it will be a while before we hear back regarding the plan. Until we do, please take the opportunity to continue honing your skills. As you go about your training, remember to heed the voices within your soul crystal. Do so, and your predecessors will surely grant you the wisdom to protect those you hold dear. The diaries of Sage are now available for your perusal. More entries will become available as you progress through the story. Bear it off. So the next quest from her will be at level 73 Sage. So anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye, guys. Okay, stop recording. Reason the beast tries to level to 71. Oh, is it like the pixies, for example? Part 5 in Ilmeg. I'm not too worried about it because 70 to 71 is insanely fast. Okay, let me let's teleport to the Crystarium. And then I need to this one? Overrun. Okay, the Crystarium, because I'll encode the video, and then I need to do the level 70 role quest for healer. Sorry, I'm just updating my spreadsheet. Okay, let's encode this video. I've already recorded, like, what, 3 videos today? Or is it 4? Yeah, I did the 89 role quest, the 90 role quest, the Sage Unlock quest, now the Sage quest level 70. I've already done 4 quests, 4 videos. So this will be video number 5. Part 2, 3, and part 5. Juice, P4. Hang on a minute. Okay, so this is episode 1609. Sage quest level 70. Start encoding. Oh no, 5% power? Oh, lame. Also the main scenario roulette should be enough. Or nearly enough. True. Yeah, leveling is not... Leveling to 71 will not be a problem for me. Given how many classes I've already done. It's a question of, will eventually this say all 90? Because I took a massive gap during Shadowbringers. So I will have to do a lot of 70 to 80 grind before I do the 80 to 90 over and over again. But you can see I did do a few to 80 to 90, but there's still a few 70 classes. Because before Shadowbringers, I was at cap, I was all 70. So, at the end of Stormblood. I'm at the same situation, yeah. But that's why, like, I do have my ults. Like Ori and stuff, but like I said, the only reason I even made the ults was so I can make more videos. It's like literally no other reason. And then in terms of the role quests in Crystarium, you can see I've only got the healer one left. I never bothered doing it during Shadowbringers, even though I actually leveled my Astrologian to 80. So, okay, let's see if the video finished encoding. It did. And let's see if it's encoded properly without any corruption. Okay, yeah, video encoded properly. Okay. Alright, let me just get up and stretch, and then I'll do this. Because of your unending love, Astro. I like Astro more than Red Mage. I'll give Astro that. I hate Red Mage the most. There's no class in 14 I hate more than. Okay. Not me. All 80, 1790s, excluding crafters and gatherers. Fair enough. So you've been busy. Busy bee. But it's not a race. It's one of those things of, as long as I finish it before the next expansion, which at this rate we're not going to get for another 2 years. So I've got plenty of time. Crafters and gatherers leveled up after the main. Yeah, I mean, my idea is that I want to finish the story, finish unlocking flying, finish the fake grind, then I'll level the gatherers, and then I will level the crafters. So I really don't think it's going to take long to get the crafters and gatherers up to 90. Because like in Shadowbringers, it was literally like you craft 3 items and you get a whole level. So getting to all 80 with crafters and gatherers in Shadowbringers was so easy that I didn't even notice. And when it came to the gatherers, I just did the that beast tribe. What was the name of that beast tribe again? What was it? Yeah, the Kitari. I did the Kitari to get the crafters up, the gatherers up, and I did the dwarves to level up the crafting. So, yeah, it was insanely easy. Now, I do wonder if they will add beast tribes in Endwalker, which will be the same. Like, one for DPS, one for crafters, one for gatherers. But we have to just wait and see. Alright, let's not delay any further. Let's do the level 70 role quest for healers. So recording in 3, 2, 1. And we're back for another episode. In this episode we're going to be doing the level 70 healer role quest in Final Fantasy XIV. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So as I'm now leveling up Sage, I decided to come back to the Crystarium to do this because I never did it during Shadowbringers. So we are here in the Crystarium at 10:15. We need to talk to Giot. And the quest is called Traditions and Travails. So a hearty-looking dwarf stands before you, draining a flagon of ale, remarkably swiftly given the helmet. The gulp. So, don't you know better than to sneak up on a dwarf mid-flagon? Not even a proper greeting neither. Look here. The name is Giot. Lally-ho. See? Now that's a greeting. Lally-ho's aside, just who are you anyway? I dare say I'd remember someone like yourself if we'd ever meet one. If I ever meet. You're from the same strange land as the Crystal Exarch, you say? Well, well, well. He's an odd sort, the Exarch is. He knows things, right? And he's got some sort of mystical power. I suppose that you're the same, are you? Besides, because I could use someone with power, the likes of which the world has never known. I'm hunting sin eaters, you see. Well, one in particular. A healer, and not half bad at the job, eh? I like your confidence. And I wish I could take your word for it, since you sound like just what I'm looking for. But I have to ask you to prove it. There's no need for that. Listen here. The sin eater I hunt ain't your average abomination. You can't blame me for wanting to make sure that I'm not leading you to your grave. That would be bad for the both of us. So, you get yourself on over to the Forest of the Lost Shepherd, and we'll see what you've got. Fair enough. Okay, so let's catch up with Giot in the forest. I just remembered, chat, that I need to... I still have more gemstone rewards to buy, don't I? And I've got 700 at the moment, so I might as well use them here rather than use them in Endwalker. And that's the theory I'm going for anyway. I went out to the car so I can charge my phone. Do you literally not have a charger for the house? I don't even remember where the gemstone trader is. This way? Over there. Wrong way. The power is out. Oh yeah, sorry. My bad. You did mention. Just don't get cold, like you're sitting in a car, you can like freeze to death. But did I buy this Amaro hatchling? I've got it already. Buy these two. Okay. I love it cold though. Yeah. And careful not to kill the car's battery. Yeah. Because these days, if I ever, like, go to the supermarket on the way to my dad's house, I just sit in the car. I can barely walk. But then I realize how cold the car could get. And just sitting in it. And it's off. At least in the UK, because, you know, it's freezing here. How far? There he is. And I am really happy that we actually spent the time to finish the shared face. So as in, we finished the shared face in the Shadowbringers zones. But that's awesome that we actually did that. Alright. Let's record. So recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we caught up with Giot. So, ho, Mithrie, glad you found the place alright. Now for the prey. That'll do. Now, I just take a deep breath and... Hey, your mother was a hobgoblin, and you ain't much to look at, neither. Come here and face me, you craven shite. I mean, he could have just picked up a pebble and thrown it. That would have had the same effect. Lol. Ow. So, though Giot lies prone, the creature appears indisposed to cease its rampage. It seems that it will have to be dealt with. Funny. Let me summon my trusty Chocobo. Roll back up. Done. Okay, let's talk to Gio. He's gonna think that he did it. See, that wasn't so bad. I reckon that I broke 3 or so ribs, or at least 1 femur there, but my bones feel fine now. Better than before, actually. And that beast gave you no trouble? It seems that you've just what I'm looking for after all. We can talk about the rest back at the Crystarium over a drink or 3. The folks at the Wandering Stairs know how to keep them coming. Meet me there. Alright, let's go back to the Crystarium. Yeah, that was funny. It's just like face planted, ass up. Like wallop. Okay, let's go back to Crystarium. Nice bow just came back on, be a wreck. Okay, sounds good. Ta-da. Okay. Alright. So let's record. So recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we made it back to the Crystarium, so let's talk to Gio. So gulp, 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 burp. There ain't nothing like a flog in a veil after a well-earned victory. You didn't do anything. Did you hit your head? Oh yes, and hard. The beast gave me a trouncing. Really exceeded my expectations, as did you. Whatever you want to call what we just did, doing it helped us to understand each other sure enough. I've seen that you're a masterful fighter, and you learned that I'm fearless as the stone. And so, a fellowship is forged. Now that I'm sure that you won't get yourself killed, I can tell you about the Sin Eater I'm after. It's one of the so-called Cardinal Virtues, Sophrosin, and a nasty piece of work. Each of the virtues looks like one of those fools who brought the flood upon us, but this one takes after the worst of the bunch. Lamit, disgrace to all dwarven kind. Knowing that one of our own people was a warrior of light is bad enough, but Sophrosin being out there looking all dwarf-like, well, it don't help matters, accursed thing. The Council of Elders, they don't want to live with the shame of Lamit's sins no more. So the head of the council, the eldermost elder, stay with me here. Gave me this job. Hunt down Sophrosin, slay it, see that I don't keep sullying our good name. Let's see, I'm our strongest warrior, so if anyone's going to do it, it has to be me. That's fine, I'm more than up for a contest of might. The problem I'm having, though, is that Sophrosin keeps healing itself, and, well, it's deeply annoying. I suppose it's because Lamit herself was some kind of master of art. But Sophrosin's healing is so powerful that no matter how hard I whack it, I can't leave a scratch. To make matters worse, it also flies around, carefree as you please, resurrecting other sin eaters. We'll be up to our eyeballs in them forever if we can't do something about those curative powers. That's where you come in, right? Yes. Lamit doesn't deserve your scorn, you know. Listen, I know that you have your own ways, and that's just fine. But whether you care much for dwarven honor or not, you have to agree that a sin eater that can raise its fellows from the grave is a danger to us all. As for Lamir, you should know that being a dwarf is about respecting tradition, and she never did. Never. You might not have heard, but the tales say that Lamir roamed the land without her helm. She willingly showed her face to those who weren't kin. She knew full well that it would dishonor her and us all, and she did it anyway. Then there's the part about bringing down doom on all the world. Not one of our taboos, really, but it's generally frowned upon. And now she's back, face bare to the world, a sin eater. What could make a dwarf go so wrong? But we have ale to drink and sin eaters to hunt, in that order. You healed my body, sure enough, but I'll need a few more flagons to restore my vigor. And by a few, I mean about 100. Come and find me later. Cool. Cool. So the next quest will be at level 72. So anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye, guys. The reason why it's saying that's available already is because I already leveled up, what's it called? Astrologian to 80. But I'll do it when Sage is 72. I'll just wait. Part 3. Okay, let's do this. Let's encode it. Then that's the 5th video for the day. I think that's it in terms of videos. So now it's just a case of just level up. So at 72, I'll do the next role quest. Oh, no, sorry, the next Sage quest. Hang on. 72 is the next role quest, and then 73 is the next Sage quest. And then 74 is the next role quest. Okay, let's produce B4. This was episode 1610. The healer role quest level 70. Start encoding. Alright, let me teleport to Ilmeg. Let's start the leveling process. But yeah, my PC starts up in seconds as well, thankfully. Guess I'll do the Beast Tribe, whatever it is. Then I'll, if I get to 71, what time is it? It's already nearly 6, so I guess I'm not going to be doing that much more. And then from now on, it's going to be the same as with Reaper. I'm just going to be leveling up for a while. Hang guess it'll give me a chance to practice as a sage when I do the trust, for example. Okay. Let's suck up some nectar. So yeah, chat. How's your Saturday going so far? HMS Meneville. That's a point, actually. The Lich King is going to be owned by Microsoft. Don't know if that's good or bad. Oh yeah, an HMS Kempo. So that one is done. So I've reached my target today, chat. I did my goal. We did the 89 and 90 melee quests, we unlocked Sage, we did the 70 quest, and we did the 70 healer role quest. So I am goal complete, basically. Mission over, mission accomplished. Anything extra is just a bonus. Less than 100 is no queue. Yeah. I do hope that on the 25th, so in 3 days, that the server expansion goes well. Especially for the Oceanic players. Finally have a real experience like with low latency and no longer having to deal with the Pi Finder. Because on Japanese servers, the Pi Finder says JP only, basically. I used to see that when I was on Masamune. I mean, I would be playing on an EU server, but they didn't exist when the game came out. And they didn't exist for a while. I think it was a couple of expansions. And now that I've got 3 houses on Targetanis, I'm not moving. Okay, so what else do you guys do to level up? Shall I do like a main scenario roulette? Or leveling roulette? It's just until 71, and I'll do trust. Actually, I don't know if I have time for a main scenario roulette. Yeah, because it's already 6. I'm already halfway to 70. It's the least effort, if you can spare the time. Yeah, but that's the point, it takes forever. Literally, we could probably do a couple of other roulettes before we finish that one. Does anyone want to do some roulettes? Trial and leveling? Yeah. Yeah? Okay, let me invite you. Okay, let's try trials roulette. Let's see how I fare as a thingy in a group. Oh, did I not invite you? I'm sorry. If he declines queue, the last person, I'll invite you. Fail. Next one. Leveling roulette. I'll get you in. Oh jeez. This fight, really? Of all fights? Fuck. Yeah, have fun. Yeah, great.
Oh, it's going to be a long night. Your end is near.
Wonderful.
Beg for mercy. Your death will be all the sweeter.
Son of a bitch. It's not hard, the problem is remembering it. Yeah, I mean, that's why I said it's my first time as a healer in a group in this expansion. Keep the shields up on everyone. Restore. Hey, we seem to be okay. would say that Sage is more like... What's it called? It's more like Scholar than White Mage, right? Or kind of both? The AoE shields and stuff?
In darkness blooms the spider lily. From mortal husk, I rise anew. Suffused with night, I shall prevail. Beg the mercy.
Nice. Of course. How does the moon and sun mechanic work again?
Chill, shine petals veil.
That again.
Whoa.
You gotta swap sides. I said, I've not done this fight, I think, literally since Stormblood.
Beg the mercy. Whoa.
The healer can get me up at some point.
Suffused with night, I shall prevail.
You have to keep it balanced. Yeah.
Your end is near.
Dead. I don't understand this fucking mechanic. I just don't get it.
In sunless gloom, black tendrils trail.
Just in time, eh? Yeah.
No. Not yet. Not yet.
It wasn't the mechanic this time, it was the AoE. Oh, okay.
I'll grind you under my heel.
Oh, jeez.
I'll grind you under my heel.
That again. I mean, the other healer could put the limber break, I guess. Ow. Come on. I mean, if I was playing Reaper, I'd probably die on this fight. I just don't know what the mechanics are.
I'll grind you under my heel.
Yeah, we did it. Okay, let me give it to the other healer. Thank you. Should move. Alright. Okay, anyone else for leveling roulette? I mean, that is not a measure of my healing skills. That's a measure of my ability to know the fit and fight. It doesn't seem anyone else wants to join, so do leveling roulette. Hopefully we'll have something like Sestasha or something to balance it out. Oh wow. Do I ever have to actually renew Cardia once I put it on the tank, or will it be there for like the whole dungeon? It'll be there. Okay. So the game really's thrown me in at the deep end today, hasn't it? But whatever. It'll give me a chance to practice my skills. Library's not too bad. Yeah. I think the only fight I have to even pay attention to is Demon Wall. Demon Tome, I should say. I will actually have to look at the screen. Well, bollocks. Is there any reason I wasn't able... I assumed the guy. I wasn't able to get rid of his heavy. Seen this one. Ah! Oh, fuck off, you fucking idiot. The fuck is that mechanic? I've not done these dungeons in so long. Like... I'm gonna release. Run back. Just like... shimming into the wall over and over and over again. Okay, done. That's the only fight that I was worried about, was that fight, literally for that reason. Only assume a debuff that has a blue bar. Okay, I need to pay attention to that more then. A little afraid to enter the roulette sometimes. It's been so long since I've done some of the dungeons. Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with the fights. Like, I literally am okay with it. It's just... I am really throwing myself in the deep end. It would have been better if I went in with a, what's it called? The trust to practice. And I will do that once I'm 71. Which hopefully will be after this dungeon. Then at least I won't be, what's it called? Embarrassing myself in front of other players. My only concern, keeping everyone's health topped. He says as he proceeds to start healing. DPSing, sorry. And I think the other thing as well is I have to remember that at low levels, I'm not going to have all my skills. Don't forget that your DPS is also giving him support. Ah. So it's actually worth doing DPS. Because of that cardio or whatever. DPSing. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, does it heal you for much? It's funny when you see the shield crit, then you see it's got that massive yellow bar. That's decent, and some moves reset. Okay. Okay. I'll get it, I'll get it. $6.20. My sister's messaging me. I'll wait to answer. Okay, sorry. See what my sister's saying. Okay. Yeah. It's like, why did my first thing as a dungeon, first dungeon experience had to be with a like a trial I've not done in flipping years? Oh, we're nearly done. Oh, whatever. Let's see if this hits us to level 71. And I guess that's the only target for tomorrow, is just keep leveling Sage if I stream tomorrow. We need a third one on this orb. Get the orbs, 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 get the orbs. Fail this turn, for fuck's sake. Have 2 mobs. Whatever, we leveled up. It was embarrassing. And pass. We survived. Levels 81. World first. Best player in the world. I didn't panic at all. I'm just trying to demonstrate to you guys how to be calm and how to be patient. That's all I'm trying to do. You believe me, right, chat? I think that's it. I don't know. I don't think there's time for anything else. It's already 6:30. Alright, chat. So, I did do a lot today. I recorded... Yeah, question mark. I recorded 5 videos today. So we recorded Melee DPS 89 and 90, Sage Unlock, Sage 70, and Healer Roll Quest 70. And we got Sage to 71. So, next stream, hopefully I'll just level up Sage some more. The goal is to get Sage to 87 plus so I can carry on the story. So when I get to 86 plus, we'll probably hopefully finish off the fake grinding in Elpis if you haven't done that already. So cool, we got a lot done today. That's good. Good. So I think that'll do for today, and I'll try to swear less. I think as I become more confident as a sage, I will swear less. So yeah. Sorry, cats. I'm going to go for the day. Thanks for everything. And I will see you next time. Hopefully tomorrow, but we'll see. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I usually start, if I do start, around 9 AM Eastern. Is Brit not swearing? Sure, yeah. Yeah, totally. Alright, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.